about to talk about another reaction video. We got the 7 levels of NFL addiction. Let's check this
Today, I'm
out.
breaking down the 7 levels of NFL addiction, which of course is the journey that transforms innocent bystanders who know nothing about football into the kind of people who cry real tears when the third string running back on their favorite team gets injured in week 18 of a lost season. Let's just start where it all begins. Level 1, the football virgin.
The football virgin.
Every
great.
NFL addict has an origin story, and for most of us, it starts with emotional terrorism from a family member. If you were like me, you were minding your own business as a child when your dad decided to pass down his generational trauma in the form of fandom to you. My dad literally named me after Troy Aikman and then tried to force me to watch the Cowboys.
That's actually insane. Hey, speaking of Cowboys, I'm going to keep it a buck. Growing up, both my dad and my mom were Cowboys fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really fuck with the Cowboys. I just grew into the family, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I'm like, let me go ahead and find my own team, bro. That's when I started watching the Ravens and became a, you know what I'm saying, a lifetime Ravens fan, bro. Now looking back at it, I made the right fucking choice. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Now whenever, you know what I'm saying, Ravens, Cowboys go against each other, I'd be trolling.
Or maybe it was your mom screaming at the TV during Thanksgiving dinner. Or it could even be that friend who wouldn't shut up about fantasy football until you finally caved and joined one of their leagues. The thing that ties us all together is that you didn't choose the NFL. It chose you. At this stage, you know close to nothing about football, and you're asking questions like, what's a first down, and why is it that that guy keeps putting his hands underneath that other guy's butt crack before the play?
I used to play center in Little
League. Constantly trying to explain basic rules to you while simultaneously having emotional breakdowns over referee calls that you don't understand. They're screaming about holding while you're still just trying to figure out why it is that these guys are wearing pants that are way too tight. But don't worry about the rules right now because none of it matters. What's really important is that you've been exposed. The virus is in your system. Welcome to NFL fandom. Level 2, the casual fan.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I hate casual fans, like dead ass. I be seeing the most casual takes on, you know, IG, Twitter. That shit be pissing me off so much, my nigga.
One incredible play.
Bruh.
Maybe you won your first bet. Maybe you just got tired of being the only person at the party who has literally no idea what's going on. The important thing is that now you have a team and you have people to root for. Usually, like I said, it's inherited and passed down like a genetic disease from your father, who got it from his father, and results in an endless cycle of disappointment and false hope. Or maybe you're like me and thought that you could outsmart the system. Like I said earlier, my dad tried to infect me with Cowboy fandom, but I said no. I'm going to choose my own team. And I randomly chose the Minnesota Vikings because nothing says I'm my own person like choosing a team who will also disappoint me for years to come. Either way, at this level, you've given yourself a reason to care. Whether you inherited your dad's team or rebelled against it, you're now emotionally invested in the success of millionaires.
Ray Lewis made me become a Ravens
You're slowly but surely starting to understand the rules of football, and you kind of get what's going on now. You're also starting to recognize big names around the league. You might even start to develop your own opinions on quarterbacks, even though those opinions are usually just whatever ESPN told you to think that week. You're no longer wondering what a touchdown is, you're just wondering why is that your team can't score one. And what might be the most important thing is that you're starting to feel real emotions during games, even though those emotions are sometimes just mostly confusion and mild frustration. At this stage, you've also probably added a few football terms to your vocabulary, and you might even use football metaphors
background
in real
tough
life,
though, I ain't gonna lie.
Incorrectly. Whether you consciously know it or not, you're starting to plan around NFL games. When someone suggests Sunday plans, a small voice whispers in the back of your head, but the game's on Sunday. In the following levels, that voice is about to get a whole lot louder. Level 3, the tipping point. This is where that casual fandom really starts to turn into full-blown addiction. There's no single moment, but suddenly you realize you've crossed a line that you can never come back from. For some, it starts with fantasy football. Just one league, you said to yourself. Now you're watching the two worst teams in the league play on Thursday Night Football because you need 7.3 points from your flex receiver. Or maybe it was when you started playing the game yourself. I started playing Pop Warner at 10 years old, and suddenly football wasn't just something I watched, it was the only thing that I could think about. However you ended up getting to this tipping point, the symptoms are all the same. You're not just watching your team anymore, you're watching everyone. Red Zone on Sunday has become your new religion. You're starting to know the names of backup running backs. Red Zone on Sunday has become
bro, I'm gonna miss this shit. I'm gonna keep it a bug. Like, bro, this shit never gonna be the same again. Did they get rid of Red Zone or is it still a thing?
To know the names of backup running backs.
Because I could have sworn I heard them say they got rid of it.
You have opinions on offensive coordinators, and really, you don't even know what an offensive coordinator does. You no longer think of the week as Monday to Sunday. Your week now starts on Thursday because of Thursday Night Football and ends after Monday Night Football, and Tuesday and Wednesday are just the days that stand between you and the next days of football. Your non-football friends have started to notice the changes in you as well. You check your phone constantly for injury updates, and you refer to professional
need
athletes
Wednesday
by
football,
their
I
first
ain't gonna
name
lie.
like you went to high school together. Not only does your week revolve around football, but you've started planning your entire life around the NFL schedule. A wedding during
Facts.
football season is absolutely not going to happen. And don't even think about asking about a vacation in October. Your
Nah,
calendar
dead
from late
ass.
August
Hey,
to February.
one of my friends or family members told me something. Hey, bro, you want to hang out this weekend? Fuck no, nigga. Saturday and Sunday, I'm busy. College football, NFL, that's my busy days. Real shit. Including Monday, Thursday. College football be coming on Friday too sometimes. It depends on what team playing, but nigga, no. Nigga, I be busy. Real shit.
Is now sacred territory. What might be the most telling sign is that you're emotionally invested in games that have nothing to do with you or your favorite team. You're angry about a bad call in the Titans-Colts game. You have very strong feelings about the NFC South standings. You know what a football move is, and you'll definitely be arguing with strangers that Dez did make a football move and
He
make
did,
that catch.
he did,
Football
he
is
did.
well
I don't
on its
wanna
way
hear
to
what
becoming your
nobody gotta
entire
say. He
personality,
caught
and
that
there's
shit.
no going back now. You're about to fall much, much deeper into this rabbit hole. Level 4, the film room junkie.
Oh boy.
You realize that you need an edge. You're not like all these other casual football fans that are out there.
Yeah, hey,
You need to know more
this
about the
is
game
something
than
I've become over the past couple months, bro. Watching film and shit. Ah,
peers, and
man.
that's how you're going to separate yourself. Your browser history now looks like you're studying for some sort of PhD in
Hey,
advanced
bruh.
football mathematics.
Hey,
PFF
nah,
grades,
go
DVOA,
ahead.
EPA per play.
Hey,
These are not just
bruh.
random letters anymore. They're your new language. Transcended beyond saying things like, this player is good or this player is bad. Now you're saying things like, actually, his yards after contact per attempt in neutral game scripts suggest regression. And after you say things like that, you're wondering why everyone at the barbecue is slowly backing away from you. What's wrong with them? You're not just watching games anymore, you're analyzing them. You're rewinding plays to see if that guard pulled correctly. You're angry about route concepts that don't make sense for the down and distance. And you now have very strong opinions about defensive schemes that you learned from YouTube videos made by unemployed former equipment managers. You know all the intricacies of match coverage, the vulnerabilities of Tampa 2, and why quarters coverage is getting exposed by modern offenses. You're screaming things at the TV like, that's a smash concept. How did they not see that coming? While your girlfriend sits there and wonders where you learned this new language. Your social
I ain't
media
gonna lie,
feed
bro.
is
I
nothing
gotta
but
find a girl that watch football. I'm gonna keep it a buck, nigga. If an NFL fan, you know what I'm saying, find a girl that can watch football, what do you want in life? I'm gonna keep it a buck.
football analysts, beat reporters, and statistical
Like,
breakdowns.
gang.
You follow people
That's
who
my
tweet things
dream
like
right
the
there.
Cowboys are
I'ma
7
keep
and
it
2
above
and
with
Dak's
y'all.
passer rating is over 95.3. And you genuinely find that interesting. Your friends and family have been getting increasingly concerned because you're bringing up things like regression to the mean at dinner. And maybe their concern is actually right, because it does kind of seem like things are taking an unhealthy turn. But trust me, it's only going to get worse. Level 5, the degenerate.
The degenerate.
This is where things start to get a little dark. You decided that you were going to put all of that football knowledge that you accumulated in past levels to good use. You're going to use it to make money. You've got multiple fantasy leagues, each with buy-ins that seemed pretty reasonable at the time. You're in a big money dynasty league that requires year-round
Bruh.
attention. You're setting DFS lineups every Sunday, and you're convinced that this Sunday will be the
I'm
one
putting
that
that
you
to
win
use
big.
right now,
And
you know what I'm
cannot
saying?
forget that you've got sports betting apps sending you deposit match bonuses that feel like free money, but somehow never are. Despite all the film study and all of the advanced stats, you're still chasing that high from that parlay that you hit that one time. You know, the one that you tell everybody about, $10 bet that you turned into $850. What you don't tell everybody is that you lost $8,500 trying to repeat it. You
God
somehow
damn.
feel like the
I ain't gonna
degenerate
lie,
math in your
nigga.
head
At that point, bro, just stop betting. Just stop betting. Losing 8 bands? That's crazy.
makes sense.
Wait,
But
hold
just
up.
that you turned into 850. What you don't tell everybody is that you lost $8,500.
Yeah, 8
trying to
bands,
repeat
bro.
it. You somehow feel
Nigga.
like the degenerate math in your head makes sense. If I just hit this 11-team parlay, I'll finally be back to even. The fact that
Okay.
you even need to get back to even should be the warning sign that you need to stop, but for whatever reason, it's become motivation. Every loss isn't a failure, it's just getting you closer
Bro
to that
got
next big
gambling
win.
addictions and
That's
shit.
exactly how probability works, right? Things have gotten so bad that you've convinced yourself that you're out getting involved in the community. But really, what getting involved in the community actually means is that you head to the local middle school games because you think it's going to give you an early scouting head start on the rookie class of 2035.
That's
which you
insane.
also
I ain't gonna
somehow
lie.
think is
Hey,
going to
at
give you
that
an
at
edge
that
in
point,
your
you're really addicted. I'm keeping it a buck. Hey,
big money
bro.
dynasty league. Rock bottom just keeps getting lower.
Nah,
First, you were
gang.
just betting with your entertainment budget. Then it was the savings account. Now it's devolved into you wondering if you really need both of your kidneys. If you're watching this video and have never reached this level, I would highly advise that you try to skip past this level of addiction completely. Level 6, the old head.
The old head. That ain't me.
I want to be really clear here. This is the old head level, but it's not reserved for people who are old. This is just the level that you develop old head mentality. Maybe it was the pain of your team's 5th straight losing season in a row. Maybe it was watching the refs gift wrap another game to that one quarterback who you hate, who must not be named.
We all know exactly who he talking about.
Or maybe it's all that money you lost in level 5. Whatever it was, you've developed a hatred for everything about the modern NFL, despite the fact that you watch every single game. The game is soft, the players are pampered, and back in your day, which was like 5 years
League
ago,
is getting soft,
football was football. You spend the majority of your Sundays complaining about things that are going on in the game now. Every flag that you see is proof that the league is rigged. Every rule change is ruining the sport. And you've said that the NFL is becoming flag football at least 47 times this season. Maybe best of all, you've become some sort of referee.
I'll give it like 5 more years.
If we look through your camera roll, you have screenshots saved of holding calls that were never called. And you've taken it upon yourself to camera roll. You have screenshots saved of holding calls that were...
Oh my gosh. Let me guess. This Juwan Taylor, ain't it? That motherfucker was a penalty machine, boy. False start of hell. They really weren't even calling that shit last year from this nigga. This, bro, he got this motherfucker in a chokehold. Oh my gosh.
Were never called.
Bro, think he the Undertaker.
Yourself to use those screenshots on Twitter to break down how the NFL is scripted for ratings. Roger Goodell is your personal enemy number 1. Your spine quivers anytime his name is mentioned, and you're fully convinced that he has it out for your team specifically. You complain about player safety while simultaneously complaining that players get injured too much. You want hitting, but not too much hitting. You also want offense, but not too much offense. Your friends won't even watch football games with you now because all you do is spend 3 hours explaining why everything sucks, all while never looking away from the screen. You kind of just become a football equivalent.
Gabe. Like, people be saying they can't watch football with me because of the fact that I be yelling and shit every time. Like watching Ravens games, bro, I really be yelling at the TV. Like, real spill. That's why people can't watch games with me, bro. I be getting too amped.
Can't stop.
And I respect it, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just so super passionate about the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Does not care if you live or die. Level 7, the lifer.
The lifer. That's me right there. I ain't gonna lie.
This isn't enlightenment. It's not transcendence. It's just acceptance. You stop getting angry when your team loses, not because you don't care. You care more than ever. But it's because you finally understand something very important. It was never about winning or losing in the first place, because you were going to watch anyways. The wins don't make you as happy as they used to. The losses don't hurt as much, and you've achieved a different kind of high. The pure, uncut addiction to football.
I still care.
You watch every single game with the same dedication, whether your team's 13-1 or 1-13. Draft picks, rebuilding years, blown calls, none of it matters anymore because you finally understand the truth. You're not watching for success or failure. You're watching because Sunday without football literally isn't Sunday. You've also infected other people with your addiction, and they just accept it. Your kids know that Daddy just doesn't exist on Sundays. Your spouse has either joined you or just accepted.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Ever since football season ended, bro, the weekends ain't been feeling the same. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who else been feeling like that, bro? I'm just ready for NFL to come back. You know what I'm saying? Especially now that, you know, the NBA season ended. We ain't really got nothing going on for real. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's still MLB going on, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really watch MLB like that, just certain games. But like, bro, we got like 2 months left, bro. And then there's the NFL season. Cause like, bro, this is literally the worst part of the offseason, bro. The waiting point between, you know, June and then August, we got, you know, preseason and stuff. And then you got that 1 week period in between, and then, you know what I'm saying, week 1. I hate this part. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
And of course, if you have kids, you've created a new generation of future addicts, passing down your team allegiance like a family heirloom. All of the big events in your life are somehow measured in football seasons. Someone brings up the year 2019, and you just say, that was the year that we went 4-12.
Oh my gosh, bro. 2019, we should have won it all. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, y'all don't know how heated I was watching us get belt from the Titans, bro. That nigga Derrick Henry single-handedly beat us in that game. Like, oh my gosh, bro. We had a legendary season that year just for it to end like that.
Or you might say, oh, you had a baby in January? That was during our playoff run. You can remember every starting quarterback that your team's had for the past 20 years, but somehow you end up forgetting your own anniversary. You're at peace being a hopeless football addict because what else would you even be? This is who you are now, a lifer. And honestly, you wouldn't have it any other way. Facts. Welcome to the final level where winning and losing don't matter anymore. Only football matters. You'll be here forever, watching every snap, and you finally stop pretending otherwise. And yeah, that's the 7 levels of NFL addiction. If you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy one of my other videos, which I've put on screen here.
Hold up.
Thanks
hold up. Gang. Hold up. Why I'd let 2008 Larry Fitzgerald date my sister? Hey, gang, we need to talk about that. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, he is one of the greatest playoff performers of all time. You know what I'm saying? But that title is crazy. I might check out that video. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let me subscribe to his channel too, gang. This is a good ass vid. But hey man, shit. I wanna know what you guys think down in comments below. Y'all let me know which level are you. You know what I'm saying? I'm level 7. You know what I'm saying? I'm too deep in at this point. You know what I'm saying? This is basically what my channel revolves around, is NFL content. So, you know what I'm saying? But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Y'all let me know what other NFL videos I'm to react to. Without further ado, I'm now.
I'm chosen. I'ma make them feel me. Make them people when they show me. And if you don't know me, I'ma make sure that you know me. I hate to say it, but I really think I'm broken. But I know I'm chosen. I really know I'm chosen. I know I'm chosen. I was just lost a year ago, but now I'm focused. When good at sports, this microphone can be my trophy. Not taking drugs, I found a better way of coping.